How's it going? Well, I kind of get tired of looking into stuff and trying to fight something that seems like you can't fight. And, let's just start over here. Uh, I noticed yesterday that Max Malone came back to the scene. It almost seemed he was like kind of outcast there for a little while. Ostracized there. Yeah. Uh, he's another person that kind of gets emotional, a little angry at times. And, I don't know, what was it, about 3 weeks, a month ago? I don't know what time. But about a month ago, he went off on some people that, they're the wrong persons to do that. It's like I understand him being mad, and I understand why he's mad. I get mad for the same reasons. I mean, there's this unbelievable things that are happening, and if you have your eyes open and see, like I didn't hear him say anything about this, but I caught this, and you know what this is? Do you see what that is? To me, it's kind of abstract art, and it represents the compass and the square. Yeah, I didn't hear him say that one, but he catches way more than I do. Way more than I do. And, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I see too much into things. It sure does look like it represents a compass and the square to me. But, hey. And, I've been paying attention, Max Malone goes off, and he's pretty pissed about this stuff and says no one should be watching the news at all. And, most of my life, I never watched mainstream news. It was only until about, let's say about 9/11, I started to pay attention a little bit more, and the last 3 years I kind of pay attention a lot more because there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's I don't know if it's important or not, if you can fight it or not, and I don't know really what to do, but and I've been paying attention to MSN crap, but there's, if you can read behind the lies, between the lies, you can find out some stuff. And, okay, like every day this week I hit this news, and every day they've been posting a shooting. I mean, every day. I mean, I'm sure it occurs in the United States, but they don't post it every day unless they're pushing some type of agenda. And now we got some red flaggers. And it kind of sucks because I can't see and detect everything. And I don't even look into, I never really looked into any of these hoax shootings because I kind of get it. I understand that, they're staged events, so why even look into them? So, yeah. Federal agent commits suicide in Pittsburgh Homeland Security office. Weird story, small story, no information really. Is it a fake story? Who knows? I kind of think this person did die. He didn't commit suicide. He probably did something that the secret government didn't like, and they don't take crap, and they'll kill you on the spot if they want. Of course, usually that's not what happens. Usually they they go back and have a little meeting and say, well, he's gonna die and this is how it's gonna go down. They plan it all out, man. Unless, they gotta take out somebody, like, right away, like he's doing stuff, going against them, and he's ready to blab his mouth about something, and they're like, no, no, no. Uh, yeah, a lot of people tend to die for good causes. Yeah, this was a weird story, but you believe any of this? They keep everything's like a lie to me. They create 200,000 jobs in May. Yeah, it's like the complete opposite of what they say. They probably destroyed that many jobs in the stock market and whatever. North Korea detains tourist for violating law. I don't know if this is important or not, but oh, this was school bomb threats. Apparently, young children are calling in bomb threats, and this comes with felony charges. It's that ruins a person's life to get a federal charge, a felony charge. First degree threatening, second degree reckless endangerment, and second degree breach of peace. And I've said this before, they're coming up with new and more laws. I've never heard of breach of peace to make people criminals. I mean, a breach of peace, that could be, that could cover just about anything. Oh, he disturbed my peace, arrest him and put him in jail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, this is an old story. I think it happened earlier this week. I thought last week, but is there a date on this? Now, when I first read this, I mean, my intuition kicked up and says that basically it says I think this guy got set up, and I finally ran across somebody the other day that was saying the same exact thing. It's like something doesn't add up here. They first come in. I mean, there's several things if you read the story that don't add up. But they say that they were searching for explosives, and then they were talking about this raisin, or I don't know how you pronounce it, raisin, a poisonous powder. And then they call in for people, a nationwide search for this guy, and they're calling for people's help. How does that make any sense? You're telling me with, like, how many? 13 agencies? The FBI, the DOD, the DOJ, the FBI, the CIA, the Homeland Security, freaking, I think there's even more than that. All this security, and they're having problems finding this guy. Well, if you still have a half a brain left, that doesn't make sense at all. They can find anybody in the world probably in a matter of fucking minutes. I mean, anybody, anywhere with the technology. They probably have, thermal imaging technology that you can find people in freaking caves. But, ah. Okay, they said that they find some sort of explosive too. Where was that? was the beginning, but I thought it came before that. Let me see this. For possession of explosive material at his residence. I mean, they said that they found some in here, and the FBI says that there's no threat to the public. It doesn't make sense. If there's explosive, there is no conclusive evidence of the deadly poison ricin at the Chamberlain's apartment. But what I want to know is, where did they get the information to have a search warrant? And that's the other thing that didn't fly with me, is that it comes at the end of this. I shouldn't read this whole thing, but at the end, towards the end, where is it? That was the other thing that stuck out. A warrant and affidavit are currently sealed. So, average people can't say, hey, why are you searching this guy's house? What crime has he committed? What gives you a right to have a warrant to search his place? See, this is what they're doing, is they're just, just like they can detain anybody and call them a terrorist and take away their rights and throw them in jail, Just because there's a law, they're overriding the law. They don't obey the own laws that they're supposed to abide by, Oh, man. It's crazy, but it really does seem, when you look into this, that it doesn't make sense. It seems like this guy's getting set up. But for what? Why? What is the reason? See, they talk about a chemical, too. Found a chemical in the apartment. And this ricin is like a natural compound. It is one of the most poisonous, naturally occurring substance known. So, a chemical in the apartment. They don't name this chemical. If not handled correctly, can kill. The person may have bought the chemical, which is often used in assisted suicide, on the internet, according to the source. I mean, it sounds like they had a whole bunch of people there. A bomb squad, FBI, ransacking this person's house. Probably planting evidence. That's what I would assume from all this, And the fact that average people can ask questions and understand why they're there. Why a goon squad is searching this guy's apartment. What right do you have to do that? Okay, all our rights are gone. Our country's gone, And then I thought I found in here that they didn't find anything, but, they leave with more than a dozen bags of evidence were collected. I don't know. Something doesn't fly right with me. Seems like the guy got set up, but for what? That's what I want to know. And that's the most important thing about this. And, yeah. This person has been posting unbelievable today, in the last day. Like, I'll show you. From 2 days ago. This is all done in a day. But I wanted to show you that story. Where'd it go? Yeah, all done in a day. Big and bad. Lindsey Graham warns Obama. Stop